What is the hardest decision you've ever had to make? Crack. I tried to drown out the sound of a belt snapping and my brother screaming with a pillow over my head. I could almost pretend it wasn't happening if it weren't for my mother's shrill pleading. "Stop it, Jared. You'll end him," she cried. With every snap my chest got tighter, my head pounded harder. I'd known I could take him for a while now, the only thing holding me back was fear. "Jared, please stop. He's only 11, my mother continued pleading. Father replied with another snap. "Enough." The bedroom door splintered with a force I didn't know I could muster. My father looked up from my brother, who was bleeding onto the carpet. As far as I can remember, no words were spoken. Nothing needed to be said. The belt came whistling towards me, but I was ready. I don't remember much of the actual fight, just feeling beyond angry. I was angry at my father for the abuse he made me and my brother suffer. I was angry at my mother for not standing up to him. I was angry at myself for failing my brother, not standing up to my father until now. When my father realized he was losing, he pulled his gun out from the drawer. He tried to shoot me, but in my rage I grabbed the gun and pulled it out from his hands. The only gun I'd ever held or shot before that moment was my friend's .22, and my father could see I wasn't sure how to handle it. In an instant, he had a kitchen blade over my mother's heart. I aimed the gun at him. I knew what decision I had to make. If I didn't shoot, he would end me, and my mother and brother would be no more well off. I had to do it. We stood like this for maybe 15 minutes, but it felt longer. Me with a gun and him with a knife. The rage began to fade and reality began to set in. I couldn't do it. I couldn't shoot this man. "That's right. You can't do it." He gloated. Bang. My father sank to the floor, a bullet in his chest. At 17 years old, I was arrested and sentenced to 8 years in prison, but I never once regretted what I had done. Now I'm 37 years old, and I own the auto shop that I started working at over 10 years ago when I was released from prison.